Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
So if you're watching these videos and you want to get into DCS, definitely check out Apex Gaming PCs. This is where I got my laptop. I'm super happy with what I received. And keep in mind that they have the A-Firm program, which allows you to pay month to month so that it doesn't hurt your wallet too badly. Check out the links below to make your own custom PC that fits your budget. Big thank you to Apex Gaming PCs. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing F-16 versus Su-57 Felon. And one of the reasons I want to do this fight is, we've done it in the past, but I think I can maybe put up a better fight here against the Felon. We had some evidence in the past that Su-57s were operating possibly above Ukraine, but not really a lot of evidence. Like, it was kind of speculation and that kind of stuff. But since we had that S-70 drone shoot down, where the Felon was behind the drone and shot it down over, I believe it was Ukrainian airspace, it kind of confirms that Felons are in the airspace. And since Ukraine has F-16s now, I'm not saying they're going to get to the dogfight often, if ever, but it could be interesting to see the performance between the F-16 and the Su-57, because the F-16 is such a dominant two-circle fighter, and the Felon is obviously an amazing one-circle fighter. I think we could have something interesting here. Into the merge, I'm going to hit him with a split S, the F-16's favorite move here. He's going to follow that, sort of. Now, of course, the real performance of the Su-57 is classified and probably not fully known, but you can tell a lot about an aircraft just by looking at it. And that thing is like a leaf or like a piece of paper. It's super thin, and it's got a massive lifting body, which just makes me think it's got really good one-circle performance, AOA performance, but it may struggle in the two-circle, and retaining energy might not be the strong suit. He is taking some shots at me, but they're kind of short. And the idea there is that it's not intended to retain energy. It's supposed to be a good one-circle fighter, because the idea there is that he's going to go to the merge, and he's going to just do one turn and shoot off a high off-bore sight, Fox 2, and win. Look at this. He doesn't want to stay in that two-circle fight with me, so he just went vertical. We're tremendously fast there. I had to bring the afterburner back a little bit. I'm finding it challenging to lock this Felon into a two-circle fight, because he can just look at how he just does this thing with his nose. He just dumps the nose and then just comes back up. It performs in ways that aircraft often don't. Other Russian thrust vectoring aircraft kind of behave like this as well. The Sukhoi 30. So you got to be careful with that. But when you have thrust vectoring and you pull a little too hard on the stick, there is a possibility of the ass kind of sliding out on the aircraft. You can just see his tail end just kind of slip under, and the nose will go up. He'll have a high AOA orientation, and then you'll know he's slow, and you can come around and try to kill him. Look at this, he just forced one circle. I'm already in a bad spot here because I'm slow at 220 knots. Oh yeah, that's great. Good kill. I thought I could get away with that. I thought we were still in the fight there. Yeah, that thing is hard. It's hard to fight it. Even when you try to force it into a two-circle fight, the thrust vectoring really allows it to just do a loop and sit back inside your circle, which is frustrating. But I think we can figure out a way to beat this thing. It's not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. generally you can tell that an aircraft is a good one circle or two circle fighter just by looking at it. For example, one circle fighters, aircraft with good one circle performance, they usually have leading edge extensions that come out from the wing roots. They might have larger delta wing designs. Sometimes, like the Su-57, they have wide, flat bodies to generate more lift. The F-16 designed to be a better two-circle fighter, for example, the air intake was placed so it was rearward of the nose, but forward enough to minimize airflow losses and reduce aerodynamic drag, which, you know, you can assume that that's important for an aircraft that is maybe designed to be a rate fighter rather than a radius fighter. And that's obviously because it needs less drag because it wants to hold on to its speed during high G maneuvers. So you can literally tell a lot about how an aircraft will fight just by looking at the design principles used to basically design the aircraft's body. Into the merge here, we're going to force him to circle by turning across his tail here. And the F-16 comes from a time when gunfighting was still very much a thing. And in a gunfight, the two-circle really is the better fight. As long as you can keep your aircraft fast, you should kill every one-circle fighter, theoretically. But since the design of the F-16, the world has changed, right? Dogfighting has changed, high-off boresight missiles have been introduced, and therefore the gunfight is kind of dead, so they say. And so aircraft have kind of been designed with the concept of high-off boresight Fox 2s, which means when they come to the merge, they want that one-turn, high AOA so that they can get the nose on and shoot the Fox 2. And so you see more and more modern designs leaning towards being better one-circle fighters rather than two-circle. I've been trying to keep this guy two-circle, but he's just sitting inside my circle, and it's kind of frustrating. I'm decently fast here. I pulled the AB out. We're just getting below 430 knots. We're gaining speed again at 490. Just trying to get this guy off my 6, but I'm making pretty big circles here. We're down to 390 now. 330, this is bad. I'm going to have to go vertical here, and that's not good. I'm going into the vertical at 230 knots. That's not good. I can't force a one circle for obvious reasons, and whenever I try to force the two circle, he just either sits inside my circle or he does like a loop at the top and just slides back in on my 6, just like this. Look at this. Yeah, look, and he just sits on my 6 again. It's very annoying. So I wonder if the only thing we can do, look at this. Is he just messing around with me now? I wonder if the only thing we can do is like energy trap him and then try to stack on top of him and come down and kill him. I can maybe do that, but I'm going to need him to take my 6, and then I'm going to have to nose counter him and get him slow because he'll think I'm trying to get him to overshoot, which I am. And if I can survive that and he's slow, then there might be a possibility we can take him to the vertical. That's the only thing I can think of doing. Other than this, I'm in pretty big doo-doo. Look at this. Look at these loops he does just to avoid my 2-circle, and then he just slides back onto my 6 here. Look at this. We might be able to pull him to the nose here at 250 knots we are. And he goes vertical. Let me pull him in. Come into my funnel. Oh, he just stays out of it. He took a risk there. Maybe another one here. Look at this, he just climbs over every time. I'm gonna go back into the 2-circle here. Let's see, maybe he's too slow. Maybe we can come around. He's right across the circle, and once again he's pointing his nose at me. He might not be able to rate with me. Careful to not hit the ground here. I think his lifting body doesn't allow him to rate fight with me, but it certainly allows him to sit inside my circle and point his nose. And if he can point his nose, he can pull lead, and he can take shots. So he doesn't need to rate with me if he can just kill me using that method there. So I kind of don't like going into these two-circle fights with him. Here he comes again, over the top this time. I managed to slide under his nose, and I'm going to reverse back into him, and we're going to climb. No, he's kind of coming up here. Hold on, I'm going to dodge this. I'm still trying to set up that little energy trap I was talking about earlier. Here he is. He's got my 6. I'm pretty slow, and he's pretty slow. I'm really going to depend on the thrust to weight ratio of the F-16 to save me here. Look at this. He's taking shots. I'm rolling. Trying my best to nose counter. There we go. Counter the other way. Before he points his nose. Oh, close. Okay, look at him. He's slow. I'm going up. I'm going up. Look at that. He can't climb. Because he was so slow there, trying not to overshoot. He's right underneath me here. It's right there. Just over the city. And he certainly doesn't have the energy, and look at me, I'm still just going up. Look, I can see the top of his aircraft, so he fell, his nose went down. So I'm going to try to roll the F-16 on top of him. He's over here over the forest. Can't get a lock. Come on, where's my lock? He turns into me, and I can't line up the shot. If I try to line that up, I would have hit the ground. One circle again. But how the tables have turned, we finally found a way to make this Su-57 somewhat defensive. I'm once again just pulling into the vertical, and I'm going to dive back down on top of his head. Oh, I should have pulled the trigger there. I didn't think he would come up there. Alright, hold on. Here we go again. Once again, sliding the nose underneath. I can do that again. You know, we figured out what works. His lifting body allows him to really manage his closure, because if he wants to slow down, he just turns into a giant air brake. Incoming rounds there that were actually kind of close. And that really helps him with managing closure, but it also makes him slow. And then if I can climb, he won't be able to keep up with it. Look at this here. Once again, we're doing the same thing. Coming in close. I'm putting in the afterburner all the way plugged in, and I'm just trying to climb over his nose. Look at him. He's trying to point his nose. Oh, he's really struggling. That's all the juice he had. He's going to fall down here. I'm going to try to drop on top of his head. Roll this way. Come on. Across the nose. This time I held the trigger and we got him. We hit him that time. I can tell there was like little pieces and debris and panels and stuff that fell off of him there. So we definitely hit him. Maybe not super visible, but I hit him. I'm coming around now. I think his engines have turned off. He's basically a glider now. Yeah, he's very slow. Gonna try to gun him. Hits there, and finally hits. Finish the job here. Splash 1 fell on. Yeah, so 2-circle fighting. He has a counter to it. 1 circle, he's obviously dominant, but the energy trap seems to have worked here, and we got ourselves a Su-57.